way, now we need to figure out how to get people onto the website that we've just built. All right. So this is where the money starts moving. Now, your first campaign is research, right? The goal of your first campaign is not profit, it's data. Although on multiple occasions, I've come across where my first campaign was profitable and everything went well, everything was rosy, but I've also gotten in a lot of situations where that was not the case, right? So the goal of your first campaign is that number one, you're buying information. You're buying which creative stops the scroll, which audience responds, and which angle converts, right? Because you are not God, you don't know what works or doesn't work. All you know is the skills and the abilities and the research and information that you can put together to put you as close as possible to something that could work. So remember that in business, in everything that you do when it comes to business, is that you don't know anything until you have tested and gotten data for that specific thing, right? Which is kind of the mindset that a lot of people lose when it comes to running ads. They feel like because I have a website, because I have a product, and as soon as now I'm putting money behind this product to run ads, I must make sales. No, that's not the case, right? So, like this first point says, is that you're buying the information, right? So basically, you're buying which creative stops the scroll, which basically means that you're basically paying Facebook to tell you which of your ads stops the scroll the most. So like which of the ads are people most interested in, right? Which audience response? So which of your ads are people commenting the most on? Which angle converts? So which marketing angle are people relating the most to and things like that. And you see all of this through your likes, comments, shares, saves, and things like that. And just at least, with the Facebook algorithm, when you're running your ads on Meta Ads Manager, Facebook will automatically put the most money towards the ad that it thinks will accomplish these in the best way, right? So, number two is you need to give it 4 full days. Don't panic and switch off things after day one. Meta needs time to optimize. So, that's one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of beginners make, is that they start to panic, right? They one day of running ads at 300-400 rand a day, And the funny thing that I don't understand is that you can go and buy something for like 10,000 rand once off a phone or whatever, and it doesn't bother you much, right? But for your business, for you to spend 400-500 rand a day to increase the chance by more than 75%, by the way, statistically, if you're running ads for your business, your chance of making sales is 72 to 75% more likely. That means that there is definitely a huge chance, right? So yeah, you give it some time, you give it time to optimize, you give Meta time to learn and give you back the data about your ads. Because what that will do is that even if you haven't made sales from this first set of ads, right, you've at least gotten data to tell you what's wrong and at least give you a direction towards what's going to be correct, right? So budget 250 per ad set per day. 3 ad sets means 750 daily. That's your minimum meaningful test. You'll understand exactly what that is once I kind of get into the running ads here, right? Change one variable at a time. Duplicate, swap only the creative. Otherwise, you learn nothing, right? So you don't want to make, when you're in this learning phase, as Facebook is giving you back the data as to what's working and what isn't working, you don't want to be changing too many things at the same time, because you won't really know what's working and what's not working, like it says, right? So treat the testing budget as a research investment, because that's exactly what it is, right? So obviously, with my experience in when it comes to either the group or one-on-one, or my full training guide and everything like that, I will obviously help you and help you determine which products, according to my experience, are most likely to perform well from day one, right? Because it is possible, it is very possible and actually very likely. It literally just comes down to what you know and what you don't know. Even if it doesn't work straight from day one, but obviously I have the systems, the skills needed to make sure that from day three, for example, worst case scenario, we can get the thing running up and running the best way possible, right? But unfortunately, most of you as beginners, you don't know what you don't know, which is why I think it's very important for you guys to really put in as much effort and learning as possible, even if it's not from me or from my free content, whether it's my free content, whether it's private mentorship, whether it's workshop or whatever. But like, get somebody or watch somebody who you really resonate to, who you really understand, who you feel like has a really cool, nice teaching style that resonates to you. Try to learn as much as you can from them. And then, yeah, if you get to the point where like you're really stuck or whatever the case may be, sacrifice whatever it is that you need to sacrifice in order to get, the attention with or an audience with that person, because some things you can never learn without being within the vicinity of that area, which is why things like, what's the word? What's that word when like you're hired by a family member in the company? Someone write in the chat. Nepotism. Yeah, I got it before you guys. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Thanks, Dal. But I got it before you though. I'm kidding. But yeah, bro. Basically that. Like yeah. On to the next slide. Let's not waste too much time. The 7 advertising angles, right? So these are basically different type of pockets that you can use to basically market the same product. So these are the different angles, the most famous angles that you can use, right? So number 1 is pain points. That's leading with the frustration and then showing relief. Number 2 is social proof. Everyone is buying this, right? Or showing, customer reviews or how well this is working for person A and B. These work really well as well, especially if you have them in volume, right? Obviously, these are they're more legitimate, like over time. Obviously, it's something that you grow over time as you're moving your business. Make sure to document everything, especially in terms of customer reviews, so that you can put it out there so people can see that people are enjoying your product, they're using it, and so on and so forth. Because sometimes people may not even read through your entire website, but the moment they see that 3 people, 5 people have left really good comments and are really happy and whatever, that's all it takes for them. Third thing is easy solutions. Stop struggling. There's an easier way. So basically, these are people that are already problem aware and solution aware. So they know they have this specific problem or pain point. They know they have the solution, probably already have the solution, but now you're offering an even better solution, right? Think about it like how Apple releases a new phone every year. They know you already have an iPhone. They know you already have this and that, but they say that, yeah, this one has better security, this one has a better camera, what a easier solution, right? So now that's a very, very, you can see it clearly works, especially for these, huge brands in terms of recurring revenue like that. Another one is save time, 5 minutes instead of an hour, which is basically kind of the angle that I used for this workshop, because the whole point of AI in e-commerce and this workshop is to show you guys how to minimize the time it takes you to go from zero to executing using AI, right? And obviously, time is a very powerful and limited resource. So everybody wants to, in one way or another, save time, right? Save money, another very powerful one. Why spend 3,000 Rand for the very same result, right? I can give an example. Okay, I can't really give one right now, but another one is risk reversal. Try 30 days, not right, full refund. You'll see a lot of apps and softwares and platforms like this, right? Yeah, scarcity, only 12 left at this price and things like that. This kind of pushes people to be impulsive and be like, yo, I'm gonna miss out if I don't get this now. So start with the 2 highlighted. They work best before you have any social proof, which are pain points and easy solution. You can see the ones highlighted in blue, right? So the 30-second video formula. These are for when you're creating your ad creatives, right? You want to make sure that your hook is in the first 3 seconds. Your hook is what captures the people to stop scrolling or to stop doom scrolling and at least give your video a chance, right? But remember that a good video is not only the hook. A good video is the entire process, right? Is basically the hook that captures the people, and then what you're actually saying now in the video or what you're showcasing in the video to keep the people, right? Which is why in different parts of the videos, you can also have multiple hooks, but this is a slightly more advanced thing that I also just, show in the one-on-one mentorship specifically, right? Number 2, show the product as a solution. Real hands, real environment, real use, not a studio shot. Oh, now I remember what I wanted to show you guys before somebody asked me how to add an image to Lovable. Right? I want to show you guys. Okay, I think I disabled the screen recording feature anyway, so you wouldn't be able to screen record it. regardless, but so there's an international company, right, that sells a digital product, and I'm basically doing their marketing for them, right? So I'm going to show you guys an AI video that I made for them. Let's see. Let's do this one. Let's show you guys this. Oh, fuck. What am I doing? Oh, sorry. Excuse the language. Whoa. So over 12,000 Christian women have now used this journal, and I need. Okay, I think I need to minimize the screen first. Okay, there we go. Okay, so over 12,000 Christian women. Wait, can you guys see and hear like the like my screen and stuff? Okay, so over 12,000 Christian women have now used this journal, and I need to talk about it. It is called 52 Weeks with God, and they've been saying they finally feel consistent with God for the first time in years. Women in Atlanta, London, Madrid, all saying the same thing. On your phone, your scripture is already there, your prayer space is already there, your habit tracker is already there. Everything is these women found their way back to Him with this. It starts from $17, instant access, link is below. There's one of them. Let's see another one. Let's see this one. You keep falling off your faith routine and waking up feeling guilty about it. I want to show you what changed everything for me. This is called 52 Weeks with God. It's a guided digital journal that takes 10 minutes every morning. Scripture, prayer prompts, a habit tracker. Everything is already laid out for you week by week. I stopped starting over the moment I found this. It starts from $17 and you get instant access today. Link is below. And let's maybe see this one. Shh. Let me show you what my mornings look like now. I open this 52 Weeks with God, and everything is already there waiting for me. Today's scripture, my reflection prompt, my prayer space, 10 minutes, and I feel completely grounded before my day even starts. This is what consistency with God actually looks like. Okay. So if I get some sort of charge for NDA breach, you guys are paying it because I showed you guys some crazy NDA stuff. So anyway, all of that, all those videos that you just saw, every single thing in each of those videos was AI. I normally, right, to make 6 pieces of content like that from maybe 2 different creators in the price of the States or international pricing, if I was, whether even if I didn't get them through an agency, if I got them maybe like just by DMing them or something, I would have easily had to pay something like, if I'm using the video for ads, I'd have easily had to pay something like $100 to $300 per video. And on top of that, I think there's also, it would have been maybe like a 5 to 10% affiliate on every sale that the ad makes, right? But just even on the lower end, $100 to $300 per video. Let's have the median, $200 per video. That's 6 videos. So $1,200 versus, which is what, 20,000 Rand plus or minus 18 to 20,000 Rand, versus me doing it with AI. I use the tool called Hixfield. Let me show you guys what it looks like. So this is Hixfield. This is the tool that I used. There's the link hixfield.ai. So literally to get those videos, I literally paid what, like, I think $800 for the, I think that $30 or $40 subscription or something like that, right? I literally just paid that, and I was able to generate those 6 videos. And the client actually paid me about per video about like $60 per video plus or minus. So already one video, literally one payment from one video already paid for all the videos, right? And on top of that, I'm running their ads, so I'm getting ads payments from that as well, you know. So yeah, AI, guys, AI. That was just a side tip. But anyway, yeah, show the product as a solution. Oh yes, I said I brought that so that I can actually speak about this. So real hands, real environment, real use, not a studio shot, anything like that. But remember also, AI these days has gotten so powerful that you can make things look really realistic, you know. But obviously not these, don't go for these tools that like will, you know, charge you or like give you for free or whatever. Honestly, with AI, one thing that I've learned is that you'll waste money trying to save money on like the small tools that you'll see here, and then just put in like the 800, the 1,000 Rand or whatever on something really good like Hixfield example for like AI ads. Make you like use Claude to script some really, really good ads, you know, with the research and everything like in the system. that I showed you and everything, ran the ads, and chances are those AI ads, will perform well, right? But in the same breath, obviously, if you don't have the money to use AI to run ads or things like that, or to make you ads, then you can shoot the ads yourself. Order the product, right? Order the product, or somebody that can help you, family, friend, whatever the case may be. You shoot the product yourself. You maybe watch a few YouTube videos or TikTok videos about like camera angles or very basic stuff to help you shoot the ad and edit it very simply, because you don't need like production level advertising or videos to make sales. Like, you'd be so shocked that my ugliest and like very basic looking videos, simplest videos performed the best, because remember, these platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, these are platforms where people go to for entertainment, for content that doesn't look like an ad. So the less your ad looks like an ad, chances are the better it will perform. Right? The more organic it looks, the better it will perform. Right. So, yeah, number three, highlight two or three benefits, not five, not 10, two or three that are delivered clearly. Right. Number four, make a strong offer. So, like free shipping, limited stock, some sort of guarantee. Give them a reason to act now. What I like to do is, yeah, depending on the product, I can add an upsell, so a complementary product that works really well with that product, because people love free shit, bro. So on top of that, give them free shipping also. And then maybe on top of that, like show, like, I don't know, some sort of um like a five left or something, whatever the case may be. Right. And then number five is close with a clear call to action. Tell them exactly what to do next. So click shop now. Tell them exactly what to do next, because you'd be surprised. People are stupid. People get really confused with what to do, even if it's all right in front of them. So give clear guidelines and directions toward what needs to be done. Right. So, another tip is, just in your videos, add subtitles. 80% of social video is watched with the sound off. And CapCut does this automatically. Even your TikTok app, like, you can even edit your videos on your TikTok app because it's free. And you can download them without the watermark, but just in your account that you'll create, that you're doing whatever in product research, it won't have any followers. So you can like edit your videos on there, and then you post, and then you have the feature where it saves automatically after posting, and then you can just delete the post so that it can save in HD and without watermark. Quick tip there.